Hey guys, today's video is a collab with someone who is very special to me, but before I get into talking about her and what the collab is, I wanted to go ahead and just let you know that this will probably be my last collab, at least until after the holidays. I do find that it just gets, well, the holiday time for pretty much anybody gets kind of crazy, and it gets harder and harder to have things that have like deadlines, and so I just decided for my own sanity that I would forego collabs from here on out until at least after the holidays, and then I'll see how I feel after that. But sometimes they tend to like stress me out, and I know some other people who are kind of doing the same thing right now, and kind of taking a step back from them because it's just that time of year, you know. But I wanted to make sure that I go out on a collab that is special to me and important to me because it's with someone who is special and important to me. And her name is Clara Barrera. I know you have heard me talk about her before because I love her. And of course, her channel linked up here and down below for you to go check her out. She is just a genuine woman who is so fun to watch because she does, okay, no, I'm going to talk about that when we get into the look. But what this collab is this is a collab of thankfulness. I'm thankful for her, and this time of year, you should always be thankful anytime, but this is especially a time of year where it kind of gives you that time to pause and really think about people and things in your life that you're thankful for. And I am thankful for Clara. She has become a good friend to me, and I'm so thankful that we have met through YouTube. And she sent me a message on Instagram the one day and said, hey, I was going through my makeup and discovered I have 2 of this particular palette, and this is brand new, untouched. Would you like it? I could have cried that day. It was just, I get overwhelmed anyway when people do things like this for me, but it just particularly was a day where I was kind of like, just one of those days that we have sometimes. And it was just such an unexpected, sweet surprise. And heck yes, I wanted this palette. I'm going to show you what it is. As you may also know, that Juvia's Place is one of my favorite makeup companies. I have 3 of their palettes that I love. I use them all the time. And so when she told me it was Juvia's Place, I already got excited. And it is the Saharan 2. Look at how beautiful this packaging is. Now, this is not a new palette, but it's new to me, so it is new. And then you open it up. I just love their attention to detail, the way they do things. And look at these colors. When I saw these colors, I was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? These are so gorgeous. So we didn't make any rules for how this, she sent me this palette and was like, maybe we can do a collab together with it. I was like, absolutely. That would be so fun because obviously she has the palette too. And so that is what we decided to do, that we're both going to do a look with this palette. And we did not make any rules. We are just going to do whatever look strikes us. And I'm telling you right now, these burgundy shades, that's the sweater I'm wearing, and these blues, when I opened this up, I was like, burgundies and blues, boom, we're doing this. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this look, and we're just going to chit-chat a little bit while I do. I already have the rest of my makeup on, which is always funny to me because when you put eyebrows on before your eye makeup and let people see it, it's like, could my eyes look more tired? And it makes it very obvious how hooded my eyelids are. Thank you to the genetics in my family, because all of the women in my family have eyes like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and I think to do a transition, but very lightly, I'm going to use this Taza, and I am probably going to absolutely destroy the names of these. I literally just dabbed in it, and we'll see how this goes. But I should put some eyeshadow primer in first. How about that? So I am almost out of my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I have used this. That's probably the 3rd tube that I've used. And I had bought the Milani one because I've seen other people talk about it and like it. It does not work for me. My eyelids are way too oily. I need this one. It's got just a more kind of tacky base and a little thicker. And you don't need a lot, but it just does something so much better than the Milani one does for me. I'm not saying the Milani one doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. So so I went in Walmart the other day and Target, and neither of them had it. I was like, what is going on right now? Because I had been in Rite Aid right before that, and the price was kind of up there because it used to be like $4.88, and they had it for $5 something. I don't remember now. And I was like, no, that's too expensive. Get over yourself, Rite Aid. And so I'm like, I'll pick it up at Target. Well, we went to Target, and I'm like, they don't have it. Weird. So I'm like, okay, well, let's run over to Walmart because I always get it there. And they didn't have it there either. I'm like, what's happening? So my husband's like, well, let's look on Amazon. And so that's why I ended up just ordering another thing of it off of there because I'm like, no, I need this eyeshadow primer. So, yeah. Okay, so I dipped into that Taza shade, and we're just going to see what happens. I say dipped, I literally just tapped. So, yeah, that's good. Juvia's Place shadows are incredible. Like, I am so impressed by their shadows. Like, okay, this was literally a tap into that color. It always blends out beautifully, never looks patchy. I'm like, I don't know what they do, but they have got their formula down because it's awesome. If you hear that I sound a little strange, it's because I've had a little cold. Okay, literally this is what I'm doing. Boop. And yeah, so I never get sick. Never. I like really rarely ever get sick. And something's going around here, and I got it. And I've had it for about a week, and it's not horrible. It just was like the nasally and like cough. The worst part was at night because it would wake me up in the night coughing. However, I have an oil that I use that I literally would put on, and it would immediately stop the cough. So that is awesome, one of my essential oils. But anyway, so I have had that. It started, today is Tuesday, the 12th. And I have had, since last Monday is when it started. My throat felt scratchy, but I did my video with my haul from my girls' shopping weekend, which I'll link up here if you haven't seen it yet. And I was pulling out some sweaters, and sometimes, how like little fuzzy things get kind of in your chest, I guess, like you breathe them in and it makes it feel weird for a little while. So I totally thought that was what it was. My husband and I went out to eat, and while we were out, I'm like, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. And by the time I was going to bed that night, because I didn't have to work the next morning, so I stayed up kind of late, I was like, no, yes, I did work the next day. I don't know, whatever. But I was not feeling the best, and then it turned into like a cough and nasally stuff and whatever. And now, just last night, my oldest son suddenly has it, and his though seems really bad, so I don't know what the deal is there. I see a little remnant of glitter from my makeup from yesterday. I washed my face, I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, so then I'm hearing that there's something going around, and it's pretty yucky, which I didn't get it really bad. Like, the cough is annoying, and I still have a little bit of like a cough that I'm clearing out, but I don't have like nothing major. Like, I haven't been like majorly sick. It's just a little annoyance kind of thing. However, I will attribute that to the essential oils that I use regularly, because my oldest son, when I try to tell him, he's like, and won't use it, and he is really sick, and it's the same thing, I can tell, but it's hitting him way harder, so maybe you should listen to me. But anyway, okay, so there's that, just little base color there. That is pretty. I like that shade a lot. Okay, which I guarantee you can super build it up and make it like intense, so yeah, except for I feel like this side maybe isn't quite as dark. There. If that even made a difference, Okay, so on to what I really want to talk about in this video, which is Clara. So, Clara has, Beauty is Ageless 55 is her, her Instagram, and, so I'll link her Instagram down below too. I'm going to go into this, I guess it's Zora, but this dark burgundy color. Oh, beautiful. And, she does, this woman's collection, I need to see like a full out, Clara, I want to see a full out like video of your collection because it has to be amazing. She does all these haul videos and she gets like such good deals and she uses her points like so, you know, smart, and so that she ends up getting, you know, a bunch of stuff for free. And like, just, oh my gosh, the hauls she does, I'm always like, oh, like, oh, you got the, oh, like, she just has like so much awesome stuff. Like, so it cracked me up when she said, I have 2 of these palettes and I didn't know. It's like, that's so funny. Like, yeah, I know my collection is very small. So I am so thrilled to have this palette because, well, for one, it's Juvia's place, but for 2, just because now, like, my palettes that people give me as gifts are like special to me. They're a gift, and so I'm so thankful for them. And so it makes me very excited when I pull out my, you know, palette that I'm going to use for the day and it's connected to a person, because it makes me think of them. And then I like to pray for people when I think about them. Like, a friend of mine said once, you know, when someone comes to mind and you don't know why, or, you know, whatever, just when someone comes to mind, pray for them. Like, you never know what they might need, but God does. And, you know, just pray for them. So that is like a special way for me to, you know, take that time and just be mindful of praying for that particular person. So Clara, you will be prayed for every time I pull out this palette, because, and other times too when I think of you, but I mean, it's just a great way to, you know, like, take that time and pause and pray for somebody. So I am so happy about that. That makes gifts extra special to me. I mean, gifts are like a dual purpose to me, because not only is it like just something so fun to get, but that is something that I like to do when I have something that someone has given me. When I look at it and it makes me think of them, I pray for them. So that is an awesome thing to be able to do for somebody, because we all need prayers, whether we think so or not. And sometimes we have no idea that someone is in need of something or going through something, but we can pray for them anyway, because God knows exactly what they need, and that's all that matters. So yeah, so her hauls, oh my goodness, I'm so jealous of them. She has, not jealous, but I like, oh, it's just fun to watch. And she does different looks with her. That's the thing, she doesn't just buy stuff and show it to you and then you wonder whatever happened with that. She does looks with the palettes and stuff, and not just palettes, all the other makeup that she buys. I talk about palettes a lot because that's what's exciting to me about makeup. I don't really get excited about like foundation or powder or anything like that. Like, eyeshadow palettes are what excite me, so that's like what I tend to think of and talk about, because that's what I like. But no, she gets tons of beautiful makeup, and she does drugstore and high-end, so there's something for every, you know, if you are someone who likes high-end, then you will love to see her hauls. If you are someone who drugstore is your jam, hey, you know, then you will love her hauls too, because she does it all, and she does looks with drugstore and high-end, so it makes it very fun to watch her, because there's always something that, you know, if you can't afford high-end makeup, you know, sometimes it gets kind of like, it's not even fun to watch sometimes, you know, because you're like, well, I can't get that, so what's the point? Well, what's cool about that though, okay, so even if like you're like me where your budget does not really allow for high-end makeup, watching people who do stuff with high-end makeup though, it gives you an idea of like if something really would be worth the extra money that maybe you want to save up for. And like in my case, it might be save up and somebody else pitches in as part of my gift kind of thing. So, but you might find something that it's like, oh, that obviously is great quality and I love it. It like excites me. That's something I would like to put, you know, my money toward. So that's a cool thing about like, don't just write off high-end, you know, people showing high-end stuff if you can't typically buy it, because you might discover that it's something that you'd want to, you know, save up for or whatever. So I like that aspect of it. And then also, obviously with doing the drugstore, then it's more affordable for a lot of people. And so you can see what drugstore options are out there. So, because I also don't have the money to just go out and try a bunch of drugstore stuff either, which a lot of people I know are that way. And two, you know, saying like I don't have the money for it, it's all about what your priorities are. And I don't mean priorities because makeup is not a priority. I get that, and I'm not saying that it is for her or anyone else. But I mean as far as like things that you spend your money on, like I spend a lot of money on essential oils, but that's because to me, like that's something that is very beneficial to me and my family, and so it's way worth the money to me. Now, if I didn't do that, I could spend more money on makeup, but that's not where I want to spend my money. So it's all about just where, you know, we all have our different things that we enjoy, and some people love like going out to eat and stuff, and so that's where their money goes, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's everybody is different and has their, you know, different things that they like to spend their money on. So I'm saying like I would rather get some essential oils that I know I want than just go buy some different makeup to try. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure if I'm spending money on makeup, it's something that I feel confident is worth spending my money on. And so that's something I love about Clara's like videos, because she does review things and she's very thorough. And so I feel confident that like, okay, if I do save up my money and put it toward that, I'm going to be happy about it. It's not going to be something I'm disappointed in. So that is something I love about her hauls and review videos and stuff. Okay. I feel like something's awry right here. Okay. So now I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging this, but I'm going to use this Nomad, which is like the burgundy glitter, and I always use, or shimmer, I always use my finger. Their shimmers, oh my gosh, they're so creamy and just beautiful. That's actually why I wasn't worried about putting my makeup on first, because I typically don't do that anymore. I always do my makeup, like my face makeup and stuff, after my eyes. But I've never had an issue with fallout from Juvia's. I don't know if anybody else has, but I never have, so I was confident that it would not be a problem. My stomach is growling like crazy. You probably won't be able to hear it, but I always think different noises that seem very loud to me here. I always think you guys are going to be able to hear them and be like, what is that? So if you hear my stomach growling, I apologize. I don't even know why it is, because I'm not hungry, so weird. I've always had that. I might have said this in a video before. Where, oh, this is pretty. This is like a duochrome. It's like an orange, like an burgundy to like an orange color. Hopefully you can see that. Ooh, very pretty. I didn't realize it in the pan. That's so funny how shadows like look different when you actually apply them. Anyway, though, like when I was younger, like in school, I used to get so embarrassed because my stomach would growl so loud after lunch. Like, it would just make all sorts of noises and stuff. Like, my body, when I'm digesting, you know it. Like, ugh. So, that drives me crazy. So, that's what people are like, oh, you must be hungry. I'm like, no, actually, I just ate. Okay, and then I'm going to use this Berber. Oh, yay. Okay, I'm so excited to use this. I don't use colors like this very often, so look at this. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oh. Like, that is gorgeous. I'm going to drag it over into that other color. Oh, man. And it's nice to step out and use some colors that you don't normally use. I never really go for, like, blue type colors. This is so pretty. Oh. That's something so fun when you get a new palette. And sometimes even more exciting when it's not one you picked out yourself, because it might then be colors that you wouldn't normally gravitate toward, but then it kind of gets you to go outside your comfort zone or the rut you're stuck in and try something new. This is beautiful. Now, I love the color story of this palette. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah. But I really don't do blue shades like this. Okay, trying to evenly distribute here. I'm going to take just a plain blending brush here and kind of meld things a little better. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this here because I feel like, oh, I love it because the blue next with this, it makes this look more orangish with the, oh, I really like that. Okay, now let's see here. I think I'm going to intensify both of those a little bit though, because why the heck not? They're too beautiful not to like showcase. I put my Christmas tree up yesterday. We got a big snowstorm. My kids are home today for their first snow day of the year, November 12th. We get our first day off school from snow. Pretty crazy. But last year too, I live in Michigan for anyone who doesn't know. We had a big snowstorm early in the year like this, and then we didn't have any snow for so long. So I hope it's not going to be like that because I love snow, and I was so disappointed by that. Okay, so, but I'm enjoying it while we have it. So then I had already planned that I was putting my tree up, and it just was perfect because the weather could not feel more Christmassy. Now, I am going to take a little bit of this fez right here, just to kind of darken up this outer corner a little bit. I'm just going to tap it in a little bit. I don't want to get too much. But yeah, so Clara does these amazing hauls, and she does beautiful, you know, eye looks, or like full face even, with her different stuff that she gets. And she's brutally honest about how she feels about it. She doesn't sugarcoat anything or act like something's great when it's not. Like, she'll tell you. And that's why I feel confident that if I saved up for a high-end thing that she spoke highly of, that I would like it, because I know she's not lying. And that's another thing with smaller channels that don't get PR and stuff. I find them to a lot of times be a little more reliable, because they're not losing anything by being honest about the products, you know? And so I feel more confident about that from smaller channels. Oh, I'm loving what's happening here. Okay. And then I'm going to go back into that Zora here and just kind of take it here to blend where the shimmer's lined up here. Sometimes I have to sit back a little bit and look, and I notice where I've missed something. I have to relax my eyes, because since they're so hooded, if I'm doing this, that doesn't give me an accurate, I need to like let the skin fall where it goes so that I can get a more even place to work with here. You just gotta work with what you got. I envy these people with these beautiful, you know, I don't know, like more structured eyes that you can see all their beautiful work on their eyes when they don't do this. Like mine, you can't see it until I close my eyes or whatever. So, but you know what? That's just how it goes. You gotta just figure out how to work with the eye shape you were given and be thankful for it. Be thankful you got eyes. That was some beautiful English right there. Grammar. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that Taza again and just barely hit with a brush and blend along that top edge there. Now, I do go up pretty high with color because of my hooded eyelids, because if there's too much, you know, kind of blank space, it just makes me look tired, and that's not really a cute look. Tired isn't like a, you know, look people are trying to achieve. We can do that all on our own. We don't need any help. You might be able to hear my kids talking in the back. I don't know if you can or not. But the living room is right on the other side of this wall, so they're sitting there watching TV or something. But yeah. Alright. So kind of blend that up. And then, what do we want to do here? Underneath, I'm going to go ahead and take, well, I think I might do this fez right up at the lash line first, just to have something a little bit darker. I do like darker on my lash line for sure. Every time I do like a lighter color around my bottom lash line, I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks. I feel like it looks like something's missing from my eyes. I don't know, it's weird. Or like there's not enough definition or something, I don't know. We're gonna take, let's have fun with this. I'm gonna have fun with this. So I'm gonna take that Nomad shade that shifts maroon to orange. I'm going to take that out here. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so that you can actually see it. Maybe. Okay. And then I'm going to take that Berber and do that the rest of the way. All right, and then I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to take this, this word, I have no idea what it is. Chefchaouen? Chefchaouen is how I'm going to choose to pronounce that. It's this light color here. And I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight because it just looks fun and I want to. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the my liner and lashes, and then we'll come back and do lips, and I'll finish telling you something about Clara. Okay, my eyes are done. I'm gonna go ahead and just use this NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline because obviously my eyes are very bold, so I want something very, you know, like nude and neutral on the lip. And you know I love a good gloss, so that is what we're doing there. So just very simple because these eyes are bold. And actually this would be a good look to do lashes with, I think, because it would be very like, you know, really stand out. So this would definitely be, yeah, I think I would do lashes with this in the future. But I'm gonna come up close and show it to you. Hopefully it won't be blurry because my camera likes to do that. Here we go. So that's the lid. And then underneath, you can see the color there. Yay! I love this. I think this is like, really? What was this? I think this is, I don't know what that was. I think this is really like just bold and fun and colorful. And I would wear this all day, every day because that's what I do. And yeah, I'm totally recreating this look and I will wear it to work this week. So, just a little recap. I took this Taza very lightly and did for a transition. I used Zora and did that as my crease and outer corner. And then I darkened up the outer corner with Fez. And I did Nomad on the second third of the lid. And on the first third I did Berber. And I did this Chefchaouen in the inner corner. I'm probably not saying that right, so don't quote me on that. And then underneath, I ran Fez right close to the lash line. And then below it, on the outer section there, I did Nomad and then Berber. And I just did black liner. I tight lined with black liner and tight lined my upper lash line with black liner also. And curled mascara, curled a second time, mascara again, and that is my final look. And I can't stop looking at it because it's so colorful and fun, and I love it. This is actually one of the looks I've actually really been excited about lately, like to put it on and be like, whoa, like those are my eyes. I did that. So I'm not saying I'm some like master makeup, artist or something, or makeup artist at all, but I'm still happy with what I did here. So you guys let me know what you think. And one last thing, or a couple last things I would like to say about Clara. She also does unboxings and unbaggings of all different subscriptions. So those are really fun to watch. And her personality is just awesome. She's so sweet. You can tell she's a genuine hearted person, that she is just kind and loving and caring. She has her dad stay with her a lot, and she will apologize for him snoring in the background. Girl, do not apologize for that. I think it is precious, that time that you get to spend with your dad. I know it's not easy. I know it's got to be emotionally and physically draining a lot of the time. But what a precious gift that she is giving back to her dad for the years that he raised her. And I think that's so important as children for us to remember. Our parents are going to need us if they don't already. And not everybody takes good care of their parents. And I find that to be a very sad thing. And so I'm so thankful that Clara is such a wonderful daughter. You can tell that she loves her dad so much and her family in general. And I think her grandkids are so blessed to have her as a grandma, and her children to have her as a mother. And so I'm just so thankful for Clara. I am thankful to have her as a friend. And so Clara, thank you so much for sending me this beautiful palette. But I would rave about you if you took off my makeup. Because I just really think, which you would never do because you're way too nice. But I just think you're a genuinely amazing woman. And I'm so thankful that you are my friend. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the look. Definitely go over and see what Clara does. And I can't wait to see what she does, what color she chooses from this palette, because it's one of those things, like, I looked at it and I'm instantly drawn to the blues and stuff. I don't know if she'll do that. We'll see. So that's fun. I can't stop looking at this eye look. Like, I can't stop looking at it. Like, this is way fun. I didn't want to go anywhere today, but now I might be like, honey, you should probably take me somewhere. Actually, usually when my husband sees me, like, and I'm done, he's like, you look too good to just stay home. Like, we need to go somewhere. So he's so sweet like that. But yeah, I can't get enough of this. Oh my gosh, I am totally going to be wearing the heck out of this. So thank you, Clara. And thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, there is always something to be thankful for. And you can complain about the things that aren't going right in your life, things that are hard, things that are sad. I mean, they're there. But life can be so much different and so much better when you choose to see the things that are joyful and things to be thankful for. And those things are always there too. So I just thank you guys so much for watching. I'm thankful for you. And I hope that you will, if you're from Clara's channel, please let me know that, because I'm happy to have you here. And I hope you'll want to stick around. And I hope that my subscribers will head over to Clara's channel and that you will subscribe to her, because she's a wonderful, beautiful person. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you very soon. Bye.